Hi everyone, my name is Steffen. I'm a community advocate, a public health professional, and a small business owner. I'm used to talking to folks and getting straight to the point. So I have an announcement for you today. I am running for St. Louis Park City Council in Ward 1. I know you're busy, so here's what you should know. I grew up here. I live here. I trained my dog here down the street at the Canine Coach. And my values are your values. I'm a lifelong DFL volunteer and organizer, but this is my first time seeking elected office. I want to be your city council member for a few reasons. First, I want to raise the minimum wage in St. Louis Park. In 2023, when I moved here, I was making $8.64 plus tips working a minimum wage job in St. Louis Park. Now, our minimum wage workers make $11.13 an hour, but if they just moved across the street to Minneapolis, they could be making almost $16 an hour. That's a difference of $775 per month for a full-time worker. They could be putting that money towards childcare, educational costs, housing, groceries, or just supporting the local economy. Let's raise the minimum wage in St. Louis Park. That brings me to my next point. If we want to raise the minimum wage, we also need to do a better job at supporting our small businesses here in St. Louis Park. We have some beautiful business districts, but we could do better with directional signage and events to bring more folks to those areas. I've visited the historic Walker Lake Business District and have noticed that it's pretty dead on weekends. What if we opened a farmer's market and brought people to that area to see music and to buy groceries locally once a week? St. Louis Park could also be a leader in pedestrian, biker, and transit accessibility. While we have beautiful bike paths and roads here in St. Louis Park, we need to trim the trees back from those paths and roads to make them safe and accessible to all forms of transit. This is the best path forward for St. Louis Park, and it's what you and your neighbors deserve. So what comes next? I will be door knocking in your neighborhoods. I'll be in Birchwood, Bronx Park, Fern Hill, Lake Forest, Sorensen, and my neighborhood, Triangle. Please remember to vote this year. You can rank me first on your ranked choice ballot on November 4th, or you can vote early starting September 19th by visiting City Hall or by requesting a ballot to mail in. You can find me at sarahmsteffen.com and find the page to get involved in my campaign. Let's make St. Louis Park a better place to work, live, and play for everyone.